Russos brand family. We are family.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this brand new episode in the pits, exclusively on Russo's Brand Family channel on YouTube and on russosbrandfamily.com. I am Big Josh Hinkle, everybody's favorite brand member and NASCAR fan since 1991. Time for some In the Pits. And it's time for the Ticket Guardian 500 review from the ISM Raceway, basically formerly known as the Phoenix International Raceway. Oh, God, all these big corporate sponsors taking over NASCAR. Mind blown. Let's get started. The race was won for the third consecutive week. Kevin Harvick has won in the Monster Energy Cup Series. I mean, my God. The number 4 Stewart-Haas team, when they got that Jimmy John's sponsorship, they go freaky fast. And I don't mean that literally. They go freaky fast and win 3 straight races in a row. They can attempt to go for tie the record of 5 straight races with the win when Harry Gant did it in 1994. Over like 24 years ago in NASCAR. So it'll be interesting the next 2 races. As if Kevin Harvick can pull off the record like that, it'll be pretty amazing. And now let's take a look at some of the notes from the race on Sunday. This is courtesy of NASCAR.com. After Sunday's Ticket Guardian 500 at ISM Raceway, you can add Kevin Harvick to Phoenix to that list. Harvick beat Kyle Busch to the finish line by 0.774 seconds to win his 3rd straight Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series of the season. The first time a driver strung 3 victories together since Busch completed the feat in Kentucky, New Hampshire, and Indianapolis in 2015. Damn. The victory was a record 9th for Harvick at the 1-mile track in the Sonoran Desert and the 40th of his career. 3rd most among active drivers and tied with NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin for 18th on the all-time victory list. He's making history. I've met Kevin Harvick before in 2005 at the NASCAR Street Park. I was like close to like 13 years ago. But the win was more than a statistical, can't say that freaking word, statistical triumph for the driver of the number 4 Stewart-Haas Racing Ford. Harvick came to Phoenix with a chip on his shoulder, stung by a midweek penalty for issues with the roof brace and the right rear side skirt extension after last week's race-winning car from Las Vegas. Basically, he failed the inspection after his win at Las Vegas last week. Basically, he cheated. And NASCAR caught him, and they fined the team like $50,000 and took away points and stuff, which it was no big deal to them because they got the money. They said, to quote Kevin Harvick, to come here to a racetrack that is so good for us is a lot of fun, and everyone is just determined this week, and we just want us to go stomp them. I mean, he wanted to kick some ass, more or less. We did not stomp them, but we won. That's all that really matters. Just proud of this team. Put a fire in our belly. Oh my God. That's funny. As Harvick indicated, it wasn't the sort of thrashing he engineered at Atlanta and Las Vegas during the winning streak. He started 10th and did not lead a lap until he charged past Busch through turn 4 on lap 179. All told, Harvick led 38 laps, a distant third behind Kyle Busch's 128 laps, and Kyle Larson's 54 laps that they led. A mistake on his final green flag pit stop cost Kyle Busch the chance to win the race. Could happen to a nicer guy. Harvick came to pit road lap 256, 4 laps later. Kyle Busch pitted from the lead, but the jack dropped prematurely on the left side of the number 18 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota, costing the 2015 champion roughly 3 seconds. Basically, that 3 seconds cost him the win in the pits. Literally. No pun intended for my show title. Shout out to Root TV. Busch eventually cycled out in second place after passing third place finisher Chase Elliott, but the pit road mistake left him too far behind from Kevin Harvick. I mean, yep, 3 seconds cost him. At one point, closing laps, Busch cut Harvick's finish to half a second as the drivers were in traffic, but he could not get no closer. Coming into the green flag stops, had a couple guys pit a little before us. Busch said, "I don't think that hurt us too bad. He can't speak English right, the dumb. But the jack dropping certainly did. We lost the race on pit road today. There's been races I won on it on pit road. We just have to go into next week, see what we can do there." Danny Hamlin ran fourth, followed by Mark Truex and Clint Boyer, Eric Almirola, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, and Kurt Busch completed top 10, as both Stuart Haas and Joe Gibbs Racing put all 4 cars in the top 10. Stuart Haas for the first time in their organization's history. Basically, Stuart Haas Racing's been in the sport for 10 years, 10 straight seasons. They have never done that in the history of their organization. It's pretty good. Note, the number 11 Joe Gibbs Race Toyota of Danny Hamlin finished 4th, Mark Truex 5th. The 12 Penske for Ryan Blaney was 16th. The number 22 Joey Logano 19th. Ricky Stenhouse is 23rd. Were all found to have one lug nut not secured post-race. Basically, the rule is in NASCAR, you have to have all the lug nuts on their tires tighten. If it's secured, you won't get penalized, fined a ton of money. But in this case, for all those teams, they're going to get some punishment from NASCAR. Shame. And now let's go to the race results of the Ticket Guardian 500. Winner was Kevin Harvick. Second place was Kyle Busch. Third place, Chase Elliott. Fourth place, Denny Hamlin. The 2017 Cup champion, Martin Truex, 5th. Clint Boyer, 6th. Eric Almirola, 7th. He's going to win races this year. Watch out for that number 10, Smithfield Ford. He's going to win. A surprising Daniel Suarez in 8th. Damn. Rookie Eric Jones, 9th, and Kurt Busch in 10th. Here's some other notables. Ryan Newman was 11th. Rookie William Byron was 12th. Another driver, Alex Bowman, 13th. Not bad. They got to get their head back in the game. 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson, 14th. And then Brad Keselowski, 15th. Daytona 500 champion Austin Dillon was 17th. There's any more notables, as you mentioned. No. Darrell Wallace Jr., runner-up in the Daytona 500, finishes 28th. I hope to win a prototype diecast of that car. Fingers crossed. Well, now, here's my notes for my take from the race on Sunday. It was a lot of strategy, and like Kyle Busch said, the 3 seconds where the jack in the pits, the guy was changing the tires, he dropped the jack prematurely and cost him 3 seconds. Basically, the strategy, when you change tires and stuff, you got to get out fast, and they can do it in 12 seconds flat. It used to be back in the 90s. It took him like 21 seconds to get out of the pits. Today's pit crew can get in and out of the pits in 12 seconds. That's freaking amazing how the sport's evolved in over 20 years, 25 years. It's pretty damn amazing. But it was a little too predictable. But Harvick left the last 38 laps to win the race for the third straight week. He made some records, tying for 18th on the all-time win list with Mark Martin. It's pretty damn good. I like that. And I've met Kevin Harvick, like I said. It was at NASCAR Speed Park when I first moved to Pigeon Forge in 2005, and very classy. And I met him again at the Ollie's Bargain Hunt in Knoxville in 2011, I think it was. And he's very humble to the fans. I give him credit. He's got all these other big shot drivers you come into at a race to where you try to get their autographs and stuff. But you have to be careful when you come approach a driver trying to get an autograph. They either going to be a smartass to you or he'll be real nice to you. You got like a 50-50 chance of being happy or pissed off. Once it gets to my next story here, sometime today I will be hearing from one of the track promoters at Bristol Motor Speedway, and I'm setting up like the details of how my dad, my sister, and I are going to go to the Food City 500 on April 15th. We'll try to get some hot passes, go in the pits, and film for in the pits. I won't do a lot of filming. If Mother Nature doesn't F up my trip, like last year, it destroyed my childhood dream. That's why I hate Mother Nature so much. But this year, I have a lot of faith that it's going to happen. The dream's going to finally come true, and we'll go down to Bristol, have one great time. The bad part about springtime at Bristol is that the race starts about 1 o'clock, and I have to be there to get everything like the tickets, the hot passes, and everything right around 9-10 o'clock before race day. Race starts, and I don't know if my sister get out of bed early, but miracles do happen in the Hinkle household. But anyway, congratulations to Kevin Harvick. Let's see if he can continue the momentum going into the Auto Club Speedway for the Auto Club 500 this Sunday on Fox, and it's going to be great to see if Harvick can pull off another win. It'll be interesting. Who can stop him? Somebody's got to step up to the plate. Real quick, if you have not followed Russo's family on Twitter, Russo's Brand Family, follow them at Russo's Family on Twitter. Subscribe to their YouTube channel, everybody. And just want to plug the website, russosbrandfamily.com. It's like what Vinny Russo says, we are family. Damn right. And now, just on saying real quick, just a quick story of how I became a NASCAR fan. Basically, 1991, I was 8 years old, and I had to get a hobby because I have a learning disability, and writing letters was probably the best thing I could have done to get a hobby at that time when I was 8 years old. None of the teachers at my school told me to get a hobby this, get a hobby that. My dad suggested it. So him and this car dealer named Jim Ramey in Tassel, Virginia, contacted NASCAR, and I became an honorary fan in 1990, late 91, 92. And I wrote a letter to one of the greatest underdog NASCAR drivers in the history of the sport, who became 1992 Winston Cup champion, hopefully being in the Hall of Fame 2019, Alan Kulwicki. And I wrote a letter to him after he won the Phoenix race in 1992, and I still have an autograph a little 8x10 photo or 4x6 photo framed in my room to this day. And then 6 months later, he died in an airplane crash at Bristol, going to Bristol Motor Speedway. I mean, that's how I became a fan, because I enjoyed the days of Dale Earnhardt and Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Harry Gant being Mr. September, win all the races in September, and then Jeff Gordon coming to the sport. You know, you don't see the hard racing like it was in the 90s, but NASCAR is doing their best trying to make the competition better, and I give them credit. With the new Camaro ZL1 for the Chevy drivers, it's an interesting year so far, but no Chevy has won yet except for Austin Dillon and Daytona 500. So somebody's got to step up their game here, Chevrolet camp. Well, this has been my race review here on In the Pits, only on Russo's Brand Family channel on YouTube, and also russosfamily.com. Let me just plug the right website. I'm sorry, I'm half asleep here. Ay, ay, ay. Or, as Vince Russo would say, oy vey. russosbrandfamily.com. I am Big Josh Hinkle, and I will catch y'all at the races, everybody. Time for the Big Vito Victory Lane pose. Deuces, y'all.
Hello, everybody. This is Vince Russo, and I am here to announce to you an all Russo's Brand Family website. We've never done this before, bro. This is a first. If you are a member of Russo's Brand Family, if you want to join Russo's Brand Family, if you want to visit Russo's Brand Family, here is the place to go. Let me tell you what you're going to find on this website. All the Brand Family shows. You will be able to chat together in the forum. You will be able to upload your songs, your shows, your thoughts, your periscopes, and you will get involved with the family forum to keep in touch with the brand. This is your place to be and your place to get exposure and upload your content. This is for you, bro. I told you I wanted a creative forum for the brand, and this is it. Now, please follow us on Twitter at Russo's Family and subscribe on YouTube. Find us at russosbrandfamily.com. This is your baby, bro. Check it out. Have fun. We are family. Russo's Brand Family. We are family.
I'm Flo. Get out of my face. What else? If you don't like it, learn to work it. Probably haven't heard that one in a while. I thought that was funny as fuck. This is just leaked images. Get it together. Fix that shit up, man. I guess I'll go ahead and tune in on Monday.
This is Vince Russo's The Brand.